morning. We are just finishing up a couple of things. I'm making our salad for lunch. I also have some pre-made, well, I made them pre-made, egg muffins and some apple keto muffins. We also made some cheesy pudding, so we are good to go on snacks. We are actually going to have a longer run this time. We met with our buddy Beau last night and we went through every wind model possible, and we've seen that we probably should go ahead and go straight to Great Inagua instead of stopping at Ackland's Island. If we need to, we have it there. So it's kind of halfway between. We might screw off if the winds get too rough or the waves get too rough, but it looks as though we're gonna make it straight through. And the buddy boat is actually heading out right now, so we need to hurry up and get going.
Through the wind, I give in. I'm storming, breaking like the tide. Every time, a bit dizzy, I close my eyes and feel the fizzy. I'm standing
breakfast on the go, fast food. We actually had to prep food and cook food. We didn't have enough time to eat it because our buddy boat Bacchus, they were already through the cut and we were still trying to get the boat ready. But now that we're through the cut and going on a steady port tack, we have some time to eat this delicious meal. It's just a scrambled egg and some butter seared cabbage with some minced garlic, freshly minced garlic. It's really good.
We've actually tried to do it a couple ways on sail days. Eat or not eat. And we have found that even though we typically don't eat breakfast, if we have a full stomach, our sails are much better. So we always try to eat before we leave. And lots of snacks in between.
Update, we have pretty much zero wind. So we kicked the motor on, left the sails up just in hopes of squeezing out an extra quarter of a knot. But we are basically not going very fast. We're probably going
2.2 knots.
We're going 2.2 knots. We no longer can see our buddy boat, and we tried hailing them on the radio, but get nothing. So they probably have their motors on, and they're probably halfway to Great Inagua right now. You hear that flapping? That would be our main and our head sail flapping around. We should probably just drop them right now. But we don't want to burn too much power because we have a cloudy day today, so we're not really able to put back in anything or much of anything.
We're not keen on burning all of the energy.
Yeah, we're not keen on burning all our power at once, especially on the beginning part of our leg here.
If we get into Great Inagua sooner than later, we can sit a day or two and charge back up, explore the island, and then be on our merry way.
We weren't expecting to have no wind. All the predictions that we saw, they're pretty solid, about 10-15 knots. So maybe we just hit a low spot and hopefully it'll pass soon.
Well, since we've lost all wind, we are now currently dropping anchor in about 30 feet of water. We're still on the banks. We just haven't passed into the ocean yet. But unfortunately, we're just gonna have to sit here and wait it out for a little bit until the wind picks up. Sorry, Bacchus.
This is the first time that we had to anchor because we were becalmed. It's crazy. It's a little rolly here, but I guess is the best we can do, because once we get a little bit further, a couple nautical miles, we're gonna hit deep water. So we decided, since we basically have no wind, to wait it out.
Like an oak, I was laid right here in this valley, and be closer to home every hour.
Yep, wind is blowing, and you can definitely tell by our dilapidated Bohemian courtesy flag.
The shred that's left of it.
So lunchtime's over, let's get the sails up.
Now that is more like it. 7 knots. Fish on. Hopefully it stays.
I don't want
Yeah. They're so ugly. We literally just put the fishing pole back in after catching the barracuda, and something took it and ran with it. It is like all the way out there.
We got our first wahoo.
Wahoo! So before nightfall happens, we are putting a reef in the main. If the winds kind of kick up, then we'll be prepared. If not, we go a little slower. No biggie.
Through the wind, I give in. I'm storming, breaking like the tide.
All right, so it's been a pretty long day. We are about 135 nautical miles from Great Inagua. We had to slow down, we've sped up. We've got pretty decent seas, so that's been nice. It's a little rocky, but nothing bad. I actually really enjoy it. And Beau is going to be taking the very first watch, and I'm going to be taking the very first nap. We have a salon that actually turns into kind of some beds. So we've put the table down, put the cushions down, and then also we have this little double berth over here that we're able to pull the cushion out and lock it. So we pulled out our entire memory foam. We pulled out our memory from the bedroom, from the V berth, from the bedroom. I'm so tired. We pulled that out and actually are going to be sleeping in the main salon area. 1, because we have a whole bunch of stuff in the V berth. 2, because it's really uncomfortable to sleep in a V berth. And 3, it's a lot more safe, so we know we can get up to the helm if anybody needs us up there. So Beau has got his safety harness on, he's got everything locked in, and I'm going to take a nap until he is ready to be done. That's kind of how we found the best way to do it. We tried some different shifts and stuff, but we found that we just go until the other person needs to take a nap, and then we take over. So, night, guys. How does it look up close?
It looks like the stitching just came undone, but it's definitely ripped on the edge.
Well, I can't say that was the best start for the morning. Waking up to a ripped Genoa. Beau's up here changing the Genoa to the jib. I think what happened is it must have gotten pressure off of the spreader when we heaved to. We heaved to let Una go to the bathroom. And then also we heaved to during lunch. So that must be it. It ripped right on the seam, so hopefully we will be able to patch it. we didn't take it down last night because it was really light wind, and it actually stayed light throughout the night, and we just only put a reef in the main. So hopefully maybe there is a sail repair in Great Inagua. If not, I will do my best. I think we'll probably end up just using the jib down to Haiti anyways, so it's not that big of an issue. If we lose wind, we lose wind. So, oh well. Gotta roll with the punches. We will be moving again soon, and the sun is now coming up, but it's behind a whole bunch of clouds.
There's a light at the end of the road that I'm aiming for. I don't see it yet, but I know it's there. There's a shore in the middle of the storm we could rest up on. I don't see it yet, but I know it's there. Although I'm fumbling in the night, it's getting hard to see the light. But if I hold a steady course, I close my eyes and try to feel which way to go and what is real. I wouldn't fall into my doubts anymore. Living on the last hope, turning harder.
This freighter is massive, and he is trucking. They come up on you so quick. I think it took him maybe 15 minutes from when we first saw him to now. So if we weren't paying attention, we would probably get crushed. Got away. Broke the fishing pole too. This is a big one. We are enjoying our 6 o'clock dinner from our fresh catch yesterday. We got that big Wahoo. Made a ton of fillets, but we just seared it up with some spinach, onion, and just seasoned it with salt, pepper, a little lemon, and some garlic powder. We just got done battling the Moby Dick of mahi mahi He put up a good fight, or she, but in the end, he or she got away. Unfortunately, broke our pole. Lessons learned on my part, being a new fisherman, especially deep sea fisherman.
We're about 75 nautical miles from our destination, Great Inagua, and we do have an overnight still again. We should be there tomorrow morning, afternoon, depending on how fast we're going. We're kind of averaging somewhere between 3.5 to 4, maybe, if we're lucky.
We're pointing into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're beating into it. But the wave conditions aren't too bad, so it's not bad.
It's been pretty good. Beau tried to edit a little bit today. Got sleepy and fell asleep because we have very short shifts for our night shift. I actually really like overnight sails, and last night was so gorgeous. It was a new moon, the stars were everywhere, but the bioluminescence were so cool. It was like a bunch of fireflies in the water just swimming around at each splash. It was just so magical. So I can't wait for that again tonight. So we are going to finish this and watch the sunset. So it is day 2 of our sail to Great Inagua. We have about 10 nautical miles left, so we should be there soon. I've been helming most of the day because unfortunately Beau woke up with a horrible headache and does not feel good. So hopefully that'll change before we have to set anchor. It's just me and Una captaining out here in the cockpit, but pretty uneventful. The waves have been changing, so the sails have been changing. I've seen a lot of ships, cargo ships. I think I saw a cruise ship earlier. I've seen a tiny little turtle, but no dolphins. Hopefully we'll be getting in there before 1, 2, and we can get some naps in. We gotta get a video done and get prepared for our next leg. And then also go explore.
We finally made it. We're here in Great Inagua, specifically Matthewtown, and we are exhausted.
To say the least. 215 nautical miles?
Something like that. We had about southeast winds, so we were pointing into it, beating into it the whole way.
Although we balanced a lot, so that was good.
Yeah, we were able to balance the boat most of the time, but then when the wind would switch or we got a lot of swell, we would have to hand steer, which wasn't too bad.
It was bad. It wasn't bad. I think this time around, it was our longest sail, longest distance, longest hours, but I feel like it was one of our easiest sails because we were prepared. I feel like each time we get a little bit more prepared with having food ready, having the bed ready, having snacks ready, I said food twice, having just our minds ready on it, knowing that it's going to be a long haul. We heaved to, probably more than we should have, or
No, we heaved to let Una go to the bathroom in the cockpit.
Made coffee.
Yeah, make food if we need to. Reel in big fish if we catch them.
Right. So all in all, this was a really nice sail. We are going to be here for a couple days, just kind of catching up, getting video done, getting more food ready for our next leg, and we will be officially out of the Bahamas at that. But first, we need to go and explore here. We've heard there is a mine, a salt mine. That it's where Morton salt is being made, I believe.
And there are a lot of pink flamingos here as well, so that'll be cool.
So we're gonna go explore that and yeah, take it easy for the next day.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be